Hey guys, welcome back to Fandom Sage Powers, where we talk comics, heroes, villains, and the dawn. And we have reached X-Men issue number 8. Get ready for the swarm right now. Morning. Good morning. How'd you sleep? Like a baby. How about you? Got a solid 7. Someone's doing something right. Hey. Yeah? What's that? Oh, just something Rain brought back from space. Space stuff, space junk, who knows? In the adjacent space of a million broken civilizations, a Shi'ar graveyard. At the edge of the Empire is a bleed, the decaying energy of a dead universe. A river of dark matter flows from the collapsed then into the collapsing now. A spawning ground for predators, for parasites, for brood. Always expanding, all-consuming. Their numbers unimaginable. 10,000 worlds, 6 trillion drones, 1,000 queens. As are the stars are their numbers, and they have gathered here now for one thing, to hunt the King Egg. The New Mutants recently returned from a mission in Shi'ar space, and they brought more than memories back with them. Shi'ar Battle Record, RE The Fault, an after-action report of the events surrounding the War of Kings and the death of Lilandra Naramani. Gladiator, Kal'Art, crowned Magister of the Empire after the death or exile of a Naramani heir, former Super Guardian and leader of the Imperial Guard. Black Bolt, Blackagar Boltagon, killed at the conclusion of the war when a T-bomb detonated, ripping a hole in the fabric of space and time. This anomaly is known as the Fault, and nothing has ever escaped it. Vulcan, Gabriel Summers, also killed at the conclusion of the war when the T-bomb detonated. Vulcan was also believed to have perished in the Fault. Gabriel. 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 Gabriel, wake up. There he is. Brother, you look terrible. Long night. I fear the fire within me has been extinguished. That was the beer. You drowned it. Shh. I don't want any breakfast. You gotta gear it back, man. Not judging, but you guys are a little out of control. And you never clean up, which makes it worse. Come on, Gabe. This isn't a house. It's our home. Bad dreams again? Bad dream. The same one every single time. Every single night. It's all I remember from... What in the world? I must say, it's fascinating how much this place has changed already. It feels like I was just here for the Independence Party, and it's, you had it right, changed. The island keeps growing new structures as more and more mutants show up. It seems like every day you wake up and the world outside the window has changed completely. Too fast, I think. Not to criticize, but I have noticed the need for the adoption of building standards. The last place you showed me was unacceptable. Oh, that's just the Gen X kids. It's how they are, living like animals. This'll be better. Hello? Visitors, anyone home? Sure, come on in. Hey, Heidi. Hello there, Broo. Just having breakfast. You hungry? Look at those teeth, Rain. Of course he's hungry. Actually, I'm juicing. I'm trying to drop a few... What are you doing with that? With what? With that. Ah, that's me space booty. With great cunning and guile I won it in battle. 'Tis mine and you can't have it. I'm not quite sure exactly how to put this, but I'll give it my best effort. Listen here, you insane befurred woman. That's a king egg. So? A king egg disrupts the breeding cycle. A king egg makes the queens go to war. More importantly, unless special precautions are taken, a brood hive can smell a king egg from a galaxy away. Oh boy. Well, it looks like it's going to be one of those days. Magma? Yes. Say hello. We have to hold them back till reinforcements get here. Rain, you and Idy get the younger kids to safety. Now! Hurry, hurry. Head into the woods toward the arena. Yeah, I see your teeth. I know hungry when I see it. What's the word, Gene? The council knows. There are also about 30 telepaths I'm coordinating with. 2 strike teams are incoming. I'm doing what I can to keep everyone calm and orderly, but we're still going to lose people. Let me see what I can do about that. Captain, Commander, if you don't mind too much, make a hole for me. In fact, make a few. I won't be holding back here, Captain. So careful where you aim. Always careful, Commander. Excuse me. I'm a little busy, Broo. Can this possibly wait? Not really. I know why the Brood are here. I know how to stop them. Well, now you have my full attention. Let's hear it. Scott! I'm a little busy, Gene. Can this possibly wait? Not really. I know why the Brood are here. They're after an egg that Broo has. The real problem is that even if we push them back, this is just the first wave. They'll keep coming and coming until they get it. I think we have to get it off planet. Understood. We can work with that. Tell Alex to get the ship ready to launch. I'm on the way. Gene says we have to get this egg off world. So we're going to gateway to the moon and lead them away from Earth. Can you hold things down here, Captain? Good girl. Go ahead, go through. They can't follow us. Okay, we've got a head start, but that won't last long. We're here. Everyone ready? Yeah, Gabriel's already on board. What about Petra and Sway? I sent them down to the island to fight with the others. We're good. We can go. Okay, after we launch, head for the nearest Shi'ar Stargate. Hopefully, we can stay ahead of them. This vessel is more than capable. It wants to run. There is a great fire waiting to ignite inside this. Yeah, Gabriel, we know. Everything burns. Just punch it. I need to hear you say it, brother. I want the fire to be fire. Shi'ar battle record. An after-action report of the events surrounding the War of Kings and the death of Lilandra Naramani. Gladiator. Update. Gladiator has recently signaled his desire to surrender the Imperial throne to Xandra Naramani, the genetic offspring of Lilandra Naramani and Charles Xavier. Black Bolt. Update. He does not speak, so no one knows exactly how Black Bolt escaped from the Fault. Some say he died and returned as the Midnight King. Others know better and understand the power of genetic prophecy. The will of a celestial messiah cannot be denied. Vulcan. Update. Vulcan never died. I cannot say I am surprised by this failure. Over the years, I have been failed by so many. One becomes used to it, the failure of the inferior. Usually, I deal with it in my normal fashion, judgment, and following judgment penance. And do you know what follows that? I take a deep breath, a deep cleansing breath, and a great peace comes over me knowing that I have saved this universe from the further incompetence of the incompetent. But here, today, I cannot abide the simple realities of failure. Judgment is not enough. I was promised the king egg, and these prisoners have told me you took it. Where is it? Wow, you really beat the hell out of those guys. Can't say I'm surprised. They usually have it coming. And you know, now that I think about it, I kinda dig you, man. Good work. Way to put your back into it. But I don't have your egg, sorry. But you do know where it is. Let's just say I have a pretty good idea of where to find it. Maybe I make a call. Things could be set in motion. You could end this whole thing a happy man. But I gotta ask, what's in it for me? What do you want? Well, me, I'd like to see you work over Mr. Mustache there a little more, but he's family of a friend and I'm pretty big on paying it forward, so let them go and I'll give the egg to them to give to you. Then you get what you want, they provide what they promised, and then you can lose my number. And it's that or nothing, because I just don't care enough to negotiate further. I accept. Of course you do. Bobby, why were you talking to a Kree accuser in our living room? Oh, just doing a favor for someone who doesn't deserve it. You know me, I'm a giver. I do know. Still, I'm showing that the call originated from Subsection 43. Sure, it's on the edge, but it's still in Shi'ar space. Why is a Kree accuser calling from inside the Empire? Did you see that? That, Dad, is how you keep the peace on the frontier. It was an excellent shot, Q-Bart. Well done. Magister, I know that this hunting trip with your son has been quite some time coming, and I loathe to interrupt, but... What's happened? I just received a report from a super guardian about a potential problem in this subsector. What is it? Smasher believes a Kree accuser is here. Now. Intention unknown. An accuser? Reload your rifle, son. New target. What are we hunting now, Dad? Better game. All right, so I was right about the New Mutants adventure in space with the Shi'ar kind of coming back into play later on. And even more so, this egg that Rain stole being a really big MacGuffin, being that it is a brood king egg, which has attracted a host of brood to Earth, to Krakoa. And this is very, very bad because if you are not familiar with the Brood, they suck. They're pretty much xenomorphs from the Alien franchise. They are pretty awful. So Rain has inadvertently endangered all of Krakoa, which is pretty on brand for Rain. And she really didn't seem too apologetic about it either. But hey, I guess we're going to live and let live on that. I love Broo, and I'm glad that he has made a reappearance in the Krakoan age. Just a really funny and interesting character that, you know, we've seen this many times, just like Warlock is a technarch, but he's actually like a mutant of his species. Same with Broo being a member of the Brood race, but he is also a mutant of his species, being that he has empathy, intelligence enough to speak and communicate and form relationships. So he has been an ally of the mutants of Earth for some time. And another alien mutant that you may not know is Lockheed. Lockheed is also a mutant of his race as well. There are examples of mutants across the spectrum, which is always interesting, like Deathbird. She is a mutant Shi'ar for all intents and purposes because of her extreme avian features. But we do get more insight into why the Starjammers were there to get the egg at that Shi'ar outpost. We don't know why the Shi'ar outpost had the egg yet, but the Starjammers were to deliver this egg to this Kree accuser. Now, we all know Corsair does not like the Shi'ar Empire at all, but the Kree are not much better. But I suppose being a pirate, I guess you're going to go where the money is. But them having failed because the New Mutants got away with their booty, this accuser has them in the clink. The Starjammers have to make their one phone call, and it is to Bobby DaCosta, aka Sunspot. And this is hilarious because Bobby is just true to who he is. Even though he's making light of the situation, he does have the morality to recognize that even though he does not really care for Corsair and the Starjammers because of how they treated them, they are family of a friend, and it's only going to make him look good to help them out. So win-win for Bobby DaCosta yet again. But Smasher, being the police she is, overhears this communication between Sunspot and this accuser and has investigated to find that this accuser is right inside Shi'ar space. So that's a huge red flag. So she sends a wire to the other Super Guardians and Gladiator, who is with his son on a hunting trip, but some father-son time, that in that subsector, there is a Kree accuser. And Gladiator is not disappointed. He even seems excited to get ready to throw down with this Kree accuser. So we will see what happens in the next issue. I almost forgot to mention what is going on with Vulcan. Okay, so we get these Shi'ar battle records that kind of give us a synopsis of what happened at the end of War of Kings, which was an event that happened a couple of years before the start of the Krakoan era. And at the end of that event, we saw the apparent demise of Lilandra, Black Bolt, and Vulcan. Now, we have not gotten an explanation as to how Vulcan is still alive, but we are starting to get those pieces sprinkled here and there. And we see part of his dream, and it looks like he's floating inside the vault. He's not dead, and he hears someone calling his name, but then he wakes up. But he's saying that he has this nightmare, this same dream every night, and it's all he can remember. It's interesting. And then an even more kind of like WTF is that when Cyclops and Havoc are waking him up from binging and being drunk, who is with him? Petra and Sway. Okay, so they were on the team with Gabriel that went to rescue Cyclops and the other original X-Men from the island Krakoa, and they were killed, and only Vulcan and Darwin survived, but we didn't know that for many years because Charles Xavier had erased this whole event because he was shady AF. But I feel like they were just shown so casually, it threw me off. I'm assuming they were resurrected, but I don't know, something seemed weird about the way they were just kind of posted up. And even weirder later that when Cyclops asked Havoc about Petra and Sway, he kind of moved past it like they weren't coming, and he sent them down to Krakoa to help fight. It was weird. It's just weird. I don't know what else to say, but I was kind of like, huh? They didn't really address that elephant in the room. I guess they just want us to infer that they were resurrected through the protocols, but okay. If you like this episode, please give me that thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and join the crew. And I'll catch you in the next issue.